Yeah, that would be so cool. Yeah, and actually, basically, you have a token model where when you meditate, it's like mining, but it's mining with your mind. It's pretty cool stuff. And these are the kinds of things that you can do when you have the right protocols. And so, in practice, the user experience would be that you would have a device with a unique hardware ID and trusted hardware connected to a brain computer interface that's network enabled. Your first step would be doing a puzzle, which would prove that you are a human being and associate that with the did of the hardware device for a time period, like an hour, 2 hours, whatever. And then you would synchronize, and then you would play a puzzle, and there would be probably a two-part game where there would be some agent monitoring the puzzle, and then some agent solving the puzzle, and it's meditation that does that. And then going through that whole process, that interactive protocol will allow you to generate some sort of commitment. And then that commitment would get put onto the Cardano blockchain, so probably a hash of some information. And then what would occur is over a period of time, maybe a few hours or something, there would be an unveiling. And then one of the commitments would be lucky and win that round and get some tokens for that. So it's it's your mining with your mind, and you can kind of join a mining pool, a mind pool, a scion pool. That's a pretty cool name, and that would basically be the how you'd handle reward variance. So I've been thinking about this for a long time, and it'd be a really cool, fun protocol to implement, and we could easily put it on Cardano. All the mechanics are already there, so Cardano is 100% ready for such a protocol to run on it. And then there's a question of, well, what do you want to solve with these blocks or these types of things? And it's an interesting question. Dear Charles, ribeye versus sirloin. You got to ask, come on, ribeye, son. Ribeye. Like that fat. Medium rare, too. You get that anything over medium and kick your ass. All right. So let's go ahead and share my screen real quick. Something I want to show you guys. So we used to do the whole Kiva thing, and I really like Kiva. I really enjoy it. But actually, if you take a look at Possessia, this is one of the partners that we've been building with. And so we're building a lot of infrastructure out with Possessia, and we're going to do a blockchain-based reputation system. And we're going to A/B test the NPL rate, the non-performing loan rate, with Possessias on the new system. And hopefully we're actually going to be able to build out an entire microfinance marketplace. They work with a lot of different ventures. They're based in Kenya, and they're starting to scale up. And they're led by a really amazing team. So this right here is Hilda, and she's just a really smart gal. She was a computer scientist and got offered a job at Google, but decided to go to work for Coca-Cola in Kenya instead. And then she did that for a while, and then got into the microfinance businesses and been in the microfinance business for a long time. And she's learned a huge amount. I think she has a phenomenal product. So this is kind of our entry point into there we go. Our entry point into the space, the MFI space, and we'll be able to, I think, build a whole peer-to-peer lending marketplace with them. And it can be an integration that's coming into the Light Wallet that we're building and deploying next year. So that's an example of the DApp ecosystem and marketplace. You know, you build this great infrastructure. You can open up the modules and just decide what you want. You click your DEX and that comes in there. You click your peer-to-peer lending marketplace, that comes in there. All those things are being designed. And we have some great UI UX firms we're working with to kind of figure out how to do these things. And the instruments you'd lend would be things, for example, like JED, because it's a stable coin. And there's actually already in Kenya great infrastructure to convert crypto for less than 1% fees. So you can do stable coins, fast conversion, really fast lending. And the terms of these loans are usually monthly, about 3% per month, which seems high, but it's actually half or a third of the price of conventional microfinance in Kenya. So that is a good example of innovation. And in 2022, we're working our way towards that. Kiva kind of showed the power of these models, and now we can move in that direction. And unlike Kiva, you can actually get a return on these things. So it's really cool to see that people are moving in that direction. And Possession in particular is one of my favorite ventures. And I just really like the CEO, and I like the team, and I like their outlook, and I just like the innovation that they've done. And they have a continental view. They want to really be Pan-Africa and get everywhere. All right, we'll clip it there. Thank you so much, guys. This was a lot of fun, as always. And I'll see you next week.